Hello all, welcome back to the English class. In the previous module, we learned that King Tut's CT scan was to be done and the weather conditions were really scary on that day. We also learned the damage caused to King Tut and his mummy, which was done by Howard Carter, a British archaeologist. The findings of Howard Carter were not final, though King Tut rests on the wooden box made by Carter. Let us continue with the chapter and understand more about the technological advancements and the new findings. Archaeology has changed since then, focusing less on treasures and more on the fascinating details of life and fascinating mysteries of death. It also uses more sophisticated tools. In 1968, an anatomy professor X-rayed the mummy and revealed an astonishing fact that beneath the resin that caked King Tut's chest, his breastbone and front ribs were missing. King Tut's demise was a big event even by royal standards, as he was the last ruler of his family. His funeral meant the end of a royal dynasty. But the facts of his death and its consequences are unclear. We are still trying to find out the answers for these questions. How did King Tut die? How old was he at the time of his death? So let us have a look at the King Tut and his ancestors, which will help us to know more about his life and death. King Tut's father or grandfather, Amenhotep III, was a powerful king who ruled for almost 4 decades. His son, Amenhotep IV, succeeded him. He was a very strange king. He promoted the worship of Aten, the sun disk, and changed his name to Akhenaten. He moved the religious capital from Thebes to Akhetaten, now known as Amarna. He shocked the country by attacking a major god Amun, by breaking his images and closing down his temples. Ray Johnson, director of the University of Chicago's Research Center in lecture, called this king very odd. And he said that it must have been a terrible time for the people because the family that had ruled for centuries was coming to an end. Now, after Akhenaten's death, Smenkhare, a mysterious ruler, ruled for a very brief period of time. And he departed with hardly any sign. So we do not have much information about this particular ruler who ruled in Egypt. It was then that a very young king, Tutankhaten, took over the throne. The boy soon changed his name to Tutankhamun, known as King Tut. He oversaw the revival of the old ways. King Tut ruled for 9 years and then died unexpectedly. So these are the details that we know about King Tut and his ancestors. Though he lived only for a very few years, he was a glorious ruler who is remembered even today. In the next module, we'll learn more about the findings on King Tut's mummy. Thank you.